Oh, but of course, it was only a matter of time until they took away the pinups from Tomb Raider 3. Why would you take away the pinups from a game that is that old, especially in the remaster? You know, the one that everybody was like, oh wow, these remasters are great. They're just like the originals. They made them look a little better, but they didn't do anything really with any of the material in the games. And now they take away the pinup posters. I'm sorry, but if you're still of the age, well, I guess yeah. If you're at that, the pinup posters are good, material or whatever. No, they were just part of the classic game. But let's see here what, oddly enough, Kotaku has to say. Tomb Raider 3 update secretly nukes Lara Croft's pinups. Why? Why would they do that now? So here, pinups of Lara Croft appear to have gone missing in Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered, following a patch earlier this month to fix a bunch of bugs, whether intentional or not. No, that is intentional. You don't just make the pinups go poof and can claim it's not intentional. To me, there's no way that specific things out of a game can go bye-bye, other things don't. That seems very intentional to me. But let's move on. Some fans are now calling it out as heavy-handed censorship of a retro classic. Probably, because that's exactly what that is. It is a very heavy-handed censorship. We did not buy the Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered Collection thingamajobber in order for you, the game company, or anybody else to later on go, you know what, we don't like this in the game. Fans do, but we don't, so fuck off, bye-bye, go away, and now you don't get it anymore. We did not pay for that. Publisher Aspyr released the game's second update on April 11th and mentioned a litany of changes, but nothing about the upscale posters of Lara Croft being removed from the locker room in the sleeping with the fishes level, we can't talk today, for Tomb Raider 3, The Lost Artifact, though they still appear when playing the original graphics setting on. Yeah, because you can't see anything anyway with original graphics. Where they look like pixelated postcards, and they look like crap. Remember back in the day, man, they looked like the most biggest fucking awesomest thing ever. The walls they're on are now blank when players switch to the remastered graphics setting. So you're from Smashy, no fucking way they did it. They actually did it. Crystal Dynamics censored out the pics of Laura and the updated Tomb Raider. What the fuckola? Yeah, I mean, because they're not, like they're bad. They're not, it's not like they're like, absolutely pornographic or anything and no nipples. They're like fucking bathing shoot shots or whatever. Yeah, see, and yeah, when you go open up the game itself, it says, a warning at the start of the remaster collection informs players that Crystal Dynamics, Shit Studio Dynamics, the studio behind the original games, chose to retain offensive stereotypes and imagery to acknowledge its harmful impact, or to make it so people are like, yeah, we'll buy this now, because if you don't retain the shit that we liked, we're not going to fucking buy it. And I guarantee it, if this is something that came out and they purposefully took out the posters, people wouldn't have been buying it then either. If you had heard, hey, they took out the posters, a lot of people that were just wanting to play the original games, but with some updated graphics, probably would not have bought it. And I know a lot of people are going to go, but dude, or whatever, it's just some posters. Why would it be that big of a deal? The reason it's a big deal is because this is not what people paid for. It is not what I paid for. And I haven't got around to playing 3 yet, and to be honest with you, it'll probably be another 4 or 5 months before I get around to it. I have a busy life, as most people do. But I didn't pay for a product where things can be taken away from me in that product. I paid for the full fucking product. Anyway, ranting a little bit, where was I at? Rather than erase those parts of the series' legacy, neither Crystal Dynamics nor Aspyr seem to have a problem with the pimps previously. No, they didn't seem to before. I mean, I'm gonna go on maybe kind of defending the posters being missing for just a second. Now, I'm fully aware that when you update something graphically, from time to time, maybe there's a shift in where it sits in the game level. Maybe, it's entirely possible that they could have somehow warped to behind the wall or some dumb thing like that, and there could be a small patch that comes out in another couple of weeks that fixes it. That is entirely possible. I have my doubts about that, but it is entirely possible. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that is something that was done on purpose? And if you had spent your money, or did you spend your money on these games, when part of what you spent your money on has been taken away, no matter how insignificant it may be to you or someone else, would you be upset about that? Would you be, at least like me, slightly annoyed by it? Anyway, do me that giant favor of hitting those like and subscribe buttons. And as usual, as always, you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a great, wonderful, and prosperous day. Bye-bye.